Hey, it's everyone's favorite alien here, and I am going to be showing you the structure that I just built. And this is going to be part of some different videos that I'm going to call mathematical Minecraft. So math is one of my favorite things, and so is Minecraft. And so putting the two together, you can create some pretty cool things. You might see that this structure is not very wide here, but if I look the other way, it's very, very tall. And it gets tall pretty quickly. So what I'm going to be showing you is a series of structures that are built on this idea of this particular pattern in mathematics. If we go to the very, very, very tippy top of the structure, I can't even see anything down below. In fact, I see is that the sun? The sun is down there. I don't know what that is. Is that the moon? That's a cloud. Anyway, if we go all the way back down, you can see that that's very, very tall, and actually you can't see it through that cloud piece. But this is, of course, the Fibonacci sequence. So what happens is you take one block, you add another block, and then you start to add on to this block what you started with. So now I'm at 2. And now if I want to build the third one, I build what I just had plus the one that I had a couple times ago. So here's now 3. We had 2 plus 1 is 3. Now we start with 3 for the next one. And now we're going to add this 2 over here. And so as you can see, if we would add the next one, we would start with 5. And we would get 3 added to it, making it 8. And then we would take that 8 and add the 5, and that's 13. And then we would take 13, add the 8, and that's 21. And if we keep going, we soon get to 34, 55, 89. Oh, 89 is somewhere up here. 89. We get to 144. And it is nighttime now. So now you can see, oh, this is pretty cool. I feel like I'm in outer space here. There's the sun, and there's the moon. That's a little bit creepy. But yeah, so this is going to be a video full of all of the things that well, not all of them, a few of the different ideas that I have for making some cool creative builds with this Fibonacci sequence here. So let's get started. Alright, so what's happening in this pattern, you see we start with the 1, we go to 1, we go to 2, we go to 3, and I can't auto jump on this one because it's 5 now. And then we're looking at the 8 here, and then we go to the 13 and the 21, and I started on the 34, and that was way too big. And if I continued to the 55, as you can see here by our original tower, it would dwarf everything around it. And so this kind of structure quickly gets out of control. But I thought it was kind of cool to, have these different squares here. I don't know if you'd ever want to build a house kind of with this color scheme or shape or anything like that. But I thought it was kind of cool here. So I'm going to get started on another design that I was thinking of as well. And this one is one that I actually used to do on graph paper all the time. Oh, we've got some leftovers over here. Oh, look, a village. Maybe I'll make a little thing for the village. A little Fibonacci something. But anyway, this is something that I used to do on graph paper all the time. And what you do is you basically make those kinds of squares, but it's going to be on a flat surface. So maybe we'll do something three-dimensional with them later. But basically, you start with a bunch of squares. So you have a square here to represent the 1 and the 1. The 2 then goes like this, and then it's a square, so we have a square that's 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 2 by 2. You guessed it, next is 3 by 3. And actually it's really cool because what happens is that this 1 plus 2 gives you the 3, and now this 2 plus 3 gives you the 5, but we're going to keep going in this direction. So it's really easy to see how much you have to add on width-wise, and then you just make a square. This is why it was so fun to do on graph paper, because you got to, count. It was really easy to count. Minecraft is basically just graph paper, right? With a little bit of some add-ons. So now we see that there's a pattern starting to emerge here, and that it's the Fibonacci pattern. So let's keep going. Wow, so this is looking pretty cool, and you can see that if I would add the next square, it would be this long on one side and would take up about over here in terms of space, and then I could add another one onto this side, and I could cover my whole entire Minecraft world like that. But I'm not going to because that would take too long. But the really fun part about doing it this way, is you're also able to, when you're doing it on graph paper, you draw like a little spiral. So you start on one side and you go spiral, 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 doing half circles with your pen, and then that creates this perfect like conch spiral type shape. It's pretty cool. So this isn't a perfect spiral. But I tried to kind of actually do it following kind of a pattern. And you might be familiar with the pattern because it is the Fibonacci pattern of the curvature. I don't know that it really looks that nice. But if you can see here, we've got, I mean, I think it's because like these places here where the edge meets, the general shape of it curves, but there are these like jagged parts out here. But I found that if you use the Fibonacci sequence when you're doing these curves, it actually helps you with this sequence. So if we look at, it helps you with the spiral. So if we look at, this is one on each from each direction. Here's one, one, and then here's the one. And now we're at the 2, 1, 2, 1. And now we're doing 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And so then the next one would be 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2. And I'd imagine that if I kept going with that shape with the rods, you would get this kind of Fibonacci-esque spiral. I don't know if that's just because you have these rods on the Fibonacci square pattern or what. But something else happens that's pretty cool too. The edges of this spiral you see are the Fibonacci numbers. So here's 1. Well, that's 2. I don't know, it's kind of weird in the center here. But then we have 3 right there, and then we have 5 right here. And the next number, you guessed it, will be 8 right here. And then over here we have 5, and we'd probably add another 8 here to make 13 if we kept going. Kind of looks like a birthday cake with all these end rods. I wonder if I had used torches, if it would look like even more of a birthday cake. And we could put sprinkles, flowers on there. Anyway, we're done with that one. Where's this village now? I want to go see if I can Fibonacci this village. The village! Yay! Aw, the little villagers are so excited that I'm here to help them Fibonacciize their village. This is actually rather quite a nice village. All right, well, I have a few ideas, so I'm going to get to building and we'll see what we come up with here. Well, as you can see, this village has been a little Fibonacci-fied. Um, I don't know, I was just kind of playing around here. The roofs of these little square huts inspired me to kind of do some of those flat pattern Fibonacci's over there. So those look kind of cool. The roof of this one was a little sloped, so I was like, oh, maybe I can do kind of like a spiral pattern out the top of that one, and it looks pretty interesting once it's done like that. The inside doesn't look any different. But if you go in here, you can kind of see the Fibonacci pattern in the top. I mean, these houses aren't very big. It'd be cool to see what you could do with one of those bigger ones. I'm really proud of this one. This one, I started trying to think, how could I take that natural slope of the house roof and kind of Fibonacciize it? And I like what happened here because as you see, like here's the Fibonacci pattern 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. But then you also see it in terms of the slope, the difference, and that's of course part of the Fibonacci pattern. So here's the 1, here's the 1, here's the 2, here's the 3, here's the 5, and then on this side I kind of wanted to show some of that slope, just this, kind of 1, 1, 1, 1. Here's the second layer, 3, 5, 8, and 13 up there. But I haven't gone inside. I wonder what it looks like when you go inside. Ooh, I love this. Yeah, huh? They like it. Good job, villagers. You have a swanky mansion. And then these towers were interesting too because I started here at the bottom and then was just going to try to see if I could slope them up. And I already found a lot of interesting things that are already kind of set to Fibonacci. So here I stopped naturally at 5. That's the height of this little section. The window rests then at 8, and then the pillar up here almost was a perfect 13. It was 12. So this natural kind of slope of the building was just enhanced by the Fibonacci pattern. And you could hang like some sort of banner between these. They're not perfectly mirrored, which, oh well. But lots of ideas. And then I just kind of made this blacksmith crown over here with some Fibonacci slopes. But I'd encourage you to play around with different patterns. I don't know, it's kind of fun to think about how you can introduce some math into Minecraft and get some interesting designs. And the villagers are all running inside because it's nighttime. Well, I think this is a good place to end this video. I plan to do a couple more Fibonacci videos of some different styles just because there's so much you can do with Fibonacci. Huh, the villagers say. They're learning something too today. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, a mathematical Minecraft video, and that you will consider subscribing if you want more videos like this, and make sure that you like the video to show me that as well, and I will make some more. Remember, today is a good day to craft.